Welcome back to Chapter 3, Part 3. We're at the bottom of page 30, and we're going to learn how to create a new master page spread based on another master page spread. So click the Pages panel if necessary to make sure that it's showing. And this is what we've been working in Master A. Then click New Master. Get rid of that little dialog box. So I'm going to, oh, that's a new page. So we'll click right here and then go to New Master. Click the Based on Master List arrow and hit A Master and hit OK. So we have B Master, now we have A Master and B Master. I'm going to move this down a little bit so you can see it. We're going to double click B Master on the Pages panel to view the B Master. Make sure we're in B Master. Okay, we know where we are because down here the page number or letter. And then we're going to go to Guides. So go to View and then Guides and hide Guides. Click your selection tool. Then try to select any of the objects. We're not able to select anything. Objects on the master page based on another master cannot be selected in the same standard way. Press and hold Shift Control, then drag a marquee to select the elements as shown in Figure 36. So let's get our hand tool and move over here. So if I click, I notice I'm not able to select any of this. I'm going to go ahead and press Shift Control and then click and drag to select all of these objects. We're going to click the middle left reference point on the control panel, and we set the X value to 0. Hit Enter. Now we're going to select the blue frame. So Shift Control again, click on that blue frame. Click the middle right reference point. Set the X value to 12.5. Hit Enter. It's a little bit different. Save your work. Okay, so moving on to page 3/32. Click the Pages panel Options button and then go to New Master. Click Based on Master List arrow and verify that none is selected. Click OK. Here's our C Master and none of that is showing up. Double click the words A Master in the top part of the Pages panel to view the A Master spread. Then select all. Go to Edit Copy. Double click C Master. To view the C Master spread, click Edit. On the menu bar, paste in place. Then deselect everything. Click your selection tool. If necessary, then select the 5 blue frames at the bottom of the page, as well as the yellow frame behind them. Press and hold Shift to select more than one object. And then click the top center reference point in the control panel. Set the Y value to 0. Hit Enter. Click Object on the menu bar. Then click Hide. Select all the objects above the horizontal black line. So I'm going to click and drag. Click the bottom center reference point. On the control panel, set the Y value to 4.75. Hit enter. Delete the automatic numbering text frame at the bottom of the right hand of the page. Pages based on Seamaster will have numbers only on the left of the spread. Show the hidden figures. We need to go to Object, Show All. Then deselect everything. Make sure everything's deselected. Select the large yellow frame at the top of the page. Click the bottom center reference point. On the control panel, note the Y value, which is 1.35. Select the horizontal black line. Then set the Y value as the same, which was 1.35. Hit enter. Save your work. Moving on. Click the Pages Panel Options button. Then click Panel Options. Verify that your Pages section matches 44. So we need to have medium, show thumbnails, small, click. Master page, master on top, master fixed. And then hit OK. Scroll through the document and note that the A master has been automatically applied to all of the pages in the document. So I can take my cursor and hover over the different pages, and I can see that it says A master applied to all of them, but then I can also see the little miniature A in each box. It says on the master pages panel, drag the B master to the upper right corner of spread 4 and 5 until a black frame appears around both, that's the keyword, both thumbnails as shown in figure 45. So I'm going to take this and drag it down to page 4 and 5, and what I'm noticing is if it says in the upper right corner, but it's not really applying it to both. So what I've noticed is if you come over here to this bottom part, that's the upper right corner of the numbers 4 and 5, but below the spread, then you can apply that B master. It didn't apply, so we'll try it again. B master. Okay, so then I can see that B, and I hover, and it says B master apply. Using the same method, apply the C master to 6 and 7. So take that over and drag it over to 6 and 7 and drop. So here's the C that's been applied to the C master. Click the Pages Panel Options button. Then click Apply Master to Pages. Then click B Master and type 10 and 11 and hit OK. So page 1011 now has B Master. Navigate to page 2. So I'm going to double click on page 2. Then switch to presentation mode. If you don't remember what presentation mode is, you can flip back to page 312 and it'll tell you that you hit Shift W and then you're here on presentation mode. Navigate through the spread to see the masters applied and automatic page numbering. So I'm going to hit the down key. I can also hit the right key and go through. I'm going to go up, and you can see that each page is a little bit different depending on what the master was. Exit the presentation mode by hitting escape. And we are already over on page 340. Verify that the document has been saved. Double-click the page 3 icon in the Pages panel. Click the Selection tool, and then try and select. You can't do it because all the objects on page 3 are mastered items. They're fixed and cannot be selected with standard methods. Press and hold Shift, Control, and then click the word location. Click your type tool. Select the text and type the word Manarola. Then we're going to click the pasteboard to deselect. Save your work. View the right-hand page in the A master. Here's A master. We're going to view the right-hand page. Select the word city. The EM space and the automatic page icon. Then change the type size to typeface to 12, and then the typeface should be Garamond. Select only the word city. Then change the typeface to Garamond italic. Okay. We're moving on to number 3 on the top of page 341. It says make the same changes to the text on the bottom left hand page of the spread. So you highlight your word, and then we're going to make it Garamond. It should be 12. And then we're going to select just the word city, and we're going to type italics. Number 4 says double click the word location to select it. So let's move over. And then we're going to double click the word. Let's try and use our type tool to double click it. So that's going to select the entire word. And then we're going to click the swatches panel. Then click paper. And I think that's right here. Nope. We're going to go ahead. Mine does not say paper, but if we go to list arrow, let's see what it has. We'll do okay, so we can click on paper right here under list. And then we're going to click our selection tool. Then select the 2 yellow frames on the page. There's one. I'm going to press and hold Shift, and there's the think I have, I'm going to double check, make sure that's the, okay. So there's one frame. Now I'm going to press and hold Shift and select this other frame. And then click the green swatch in the swatches panel. It looks like it showed it on my stroke, so I'm going to switch these two so it shows it on the fill. I'm going to click on the stroke and click on empty or none. Okay. Select the black horizontal line. Then click the stroke button at the top of the swatches panel so that it is in front of the fill button as shown in figure 48. And we're going to click on the red swatch. Double click B Master. All of your changes you made to A Master except one are reflected on the B Master because the B Master was created based on the A Master. So double click the C Master to view the spread. None of the changes from A Master affect B Master. View spread 8 and 9. All of the changes you made on the master page, including the white headline, are reflected on the spread. No items on this page have been touched since the page was created. View spread 2 and 3. Okay, so number 1 at the top of page 343, view spread 10 and 11. Then select the large blue frame. So we need to hit Shift Control to select it. Click the Pages Panel Options button. Point to Master Pages. Then detach Selection from Master. Double click B Master. Then change the fill color on the large blue frame to red. Double click page 4. On the Pages panel, then scroll through the document to note the changes. The changes reflected on page 4 and 5. Okay. Navigate to, but not 10 and 11. So 10 and 11 stays the same. See the difference? Because we detached it. Navigate to page 3 in the document. Then select the text frame of Manarola. Click the Pages panel button. Point to Master Pages. Then click Remove Selected Local Overrides. Or I think we need to hit, yeah, Remove Selected Local Overrides. The modification headline changes to reflect that which is on A Master as shown in figure 50. So if you turn the page, you can see it on 50. Okay, so save your work. And you are finished with this document.